Hey guys, how's it going today? And welcome to Seriously Central. I'll be doing a lot of talk shows and stuff like that on here. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about, and you can send any suggestions you want in the comments or as a private message. Today's topic is actually something kind of sad, so prepare to grab a box of tissues because you're probably going to need them. And I have one right here sitting right next to me because it's a very sensitive topic to some people, and I want to go over it and give you some tips and stuff like that about that. So today's topic is suicide. The reason I got this idea was because there is someone that goes to our school who recently went to another school, which is for teenage pregnancies and drug problems, and they were found dead with another person in their motel room, and they're suspected of committing suicide. I don't personally know these people. It was on the news, and I had no idea what it was about until today. So they over the PA at school they had a talk. They just talked about take a moment of silence and stuff like that for that person. The other person that was with her that also committed suicide, which we don't actually know yet. There's no official story about that, but they were both going through depression, and I assume that's what happened, and that's what other people are also thinking. So the other person that was with her does not go to Village, I'm not sure, which is the school that is for, problems with people. That's, I guess, how I can say it. So, I mean, I don't know who they are. I'm not sure if they were related to their death because they were both dead. I'm not sure if it was his idea or it was her idea or whatever, but the point is that it's not the way out. I mean, God knows what was going on in that person's life. And, I mean, to think about it, you're making an action that's irreversible. You can decide not to study on a test. You can decide not to do your homework. You can decide to do whatever you want. Really. Your parents could yell at you. You could probably be like, damn it, why did I not study? Damn it, why didn't I do my homework? I have to work at McDonald's for the rest of my life. That's pretty much the worst it can get in terms of jobs and stuff like that. So economically, the system here, at least in America, is designed so that way you can't live on the street unless you have a drug problem, an alcohol problem. In that case, I would get that fixed before you turn 18 because it does cost money to have therapy. It's not free. But I would get that done before, you go out into the real world. So economically, it's not that bad. I mean, it's pretty bad. If you if you work at McDonald's for the rest of your life, you're gonna get a promotion. It's not gonna be $8 an hour for the rest of your life, or however up and down the economy goes. Right now, it's kind of crazy, but it can't possibly be that bad unless another Great Depression, all that other stuff. Don't want to talk about that because it's not really helping what's going on here. But economically, McDonald's, minimum wage jobs, that's as bad as it can ever get. At least right now. I'm not sure if it's going to change. If it does, then I'm not really sure what to say about that. But right now, if you are 17 turning 18 and you have terrible grades, you can't support yourself, you don't want to live with your parents for the rest of your life, then that's kind of your way to do things. There are other problems, though, that cause people to do things. So there's harassment and bullying and stuff like that that's been going on. That kind of stuff, I mean, yeah, it happens, but I don't stress too much on it because I don't see it happening very much. I see, like, one person getting bullied and stuff, but not really that bad. Not someone really commit suicide over it. So, that's not too much stress, not really too much stress on, that kind of topic. But problems at home can get pretty bad. I mean, let's put out the worst case scenario here. You have F's in all your classes, F's and D's and all that other stuff, so you're failing everything. Your dad beats the shit out of your mom. Your mom beats the shit out of your dad. Then your dad beats the shit out of you. And at that time, I mean, yeah, it's pretty hard. it's no reason to kill yourself though, because once you're 18, you're out of there. You're out of that house. So if you're like younger, then hang in there. If you want to change things, maybe you care about your parents or whatever, then you can change those things that you want to change by talking to someone else. Now, you need to be careful who you talk to, because some people might be like, no, and they'll bring you down even more. Then you don't want to talk to anyone because you won't think that there's a reason to try. Counseling works, but I'm not really sure how amazing that is. So, when I heard about this story of this girl committing suicide, and also this isn't the first time. It's happened before. Last year, a boy committed suicide as well. And that was crazy. That was like really bad because everyone knew him. Like the entire school knew him, everyone at Village knew him, it was also another Village person. Everybody knew him. And, took his dad's gun and shot himself in the head. It's pretty crazy. And also, because this was in front of, someone else, that person is also now scarred as well. So, if you're going to make it bad for yourself, then you don't want to make it bad for other people as well. I mean, that girl saw him shoot himself in the head, which is crazy. So, my suggestion is hang in there. Call the hotline. They have one of those. Don't know what it does. Completely anonymous. Ask for help. If you do ask for help, don't sound like you're a little, bitch or something about it. Not gonna say that that's what's going on, but if you say it in such a way like, oh, poor me and all that other stuff, people are not gonna listen to you. They're just gonna think that you want attention, and some people do, so they'll do that. Something to really joke about. So, don't bet your friend $20 you can do that. I mean, I don't know. But if you need help, you need to get it. Hopefully this helped. If you're thinking about it, it means that you need help. Even if you just, think about it. Especially the accessibility, because let's say, some places are pretty bad. There's a high crime rate and stuff like that. It's not your decision. It's just decision where you live. It's maybe you don't have a good job, or you're still a minor and your parents don't have good jobs, or, the ghetto, low income areas, and you have like a gun or a knife or something, and it's sitting 5 or 6 feet away from you, and you're just like, well, I could end it all right here. But why would you end it all right here? That's really the question you want to ask yourself. You're making one decision that's going to change the rest of your life, if you even have one left. And if anyone sees you doing this, that's going to scar them too. It's going to make everyone really sad. If you're trying to hurt people by doing this, it's not the way to hurt them. Because, you have parents. They probably care about you, even though they might say some things, do some things, take some actions that you might not forgive them for. But, it's really not the way out. I think that a lot of the suicide causes actually are because other people did it too. So if someone you really love is dead, then you'd be like, well, why should I live? But that's not really something to think about. You should just say, I should live because I should live. It's not because they're dead. And, if your son died or whatever that is, or he committed suicide, then you're like, well, like father, like son, you're just making up excuses for yourself. Then don't, because, life can always get better. Today am I thinking like that? Thinking like that, and maybe a week or so later you might be. Even a year. Let's say you're going into middle school as like a 6th grader or something, and all your friends from elementary school are in that school, but you have no classes with them. And in middle school, sometimes there's a difference between lunch periods, especially at my middle school. It was like that. It was 5th and 4th period. They were different. And different grades would have a, different thing for that. If that happens, that happened to me, actually. at that time I felt like crap because I had no one to talk to. And a lot of times the people who seem like, oh yeah, I'm fine, and they're very antisocial and stuff, those people can really seem like they have they have problems, but they're trying to hide them. Because I'm not really sure how to put this. But if someone has problems and they don't want to admit them, then there's no way to make them admit them, and there's no way to actually find out that they're having problems to start with. So, if you see someone like, giving up, they used to be getting B's and A's, or C's and A's, or C's and B's, or whatever it is, and now they're getting D's and F's, and then they're giving away their stuff, and, stuff like that, then it's really time to talk to them one-on-one. Or if you don't really feel qualified for the job, like I don't right now, but I just decided that, this is something that's worth to be talked about, then you can get someone else to, and from there it can go pretty well. So, and if you're, saying that this guy might be, a little depressed and stuff, then you want to make sure that you talk to the right people. If their parents are like alcoholics or druggies or whatever it is, you don't want to talk to them because they might be, a little off. That's how I'll put it. Yeah. Well, that's about it. So, you guys have any questions or suggestions or whatever it is, you can put those in the comments. Otherwise, you can like or dislike or favorite or whatever it is, and I'm tearing up right now. I don't know, man. I just don't like talking about this kind of stuff, but, I think it's something that's good to be discussed. And, talk about it with your parents, too. Be like, Mom, Dad, would you guys take a seat for a second? I've been feeling kind of down lately, and I was wondering what I could do to bring myself up, and that could be maybe on the verge of, like, suicide and stuff like that. But, yeah. So, I'll see you guys next time. Once again, do all the stuff that I just told you, just because you're on YouTube. Wow, I'm crying like a bitch. But I'll see you guys next time, so thanks for watching.